The image of a dragon came to mind a couple years ago when I was searching for a colorful metaphor that could represent the enormity of space that long-time illness occupies in my world. I live with a dragon. This presence has been in my life since 2001. It is a composite of losses, sorrows, fears, aloneness, guilt, anger, and all the physical exhaustion and pain that have triggered and fostered those emotions over the years. For quite a while, my dragon and ego got along famously as they worked together to convince me that I am useless, worthless, helpless, less, so much lack that I could hardly keep track as I tried unsuccessfully to lift myself out of this pit that my life had become. But all that changed since I decided to tame my dragon. Let me make this very clear. Fighting a dragon is an exercise in futility that will leave you completely deflated, so it is not to be confused with taming one. This kind of project does not require an arsenal. It requires focus on your commitment to tame your dragon the way a cat focuses on a mouse hole. He knows he will succeed and nothing will deter him. He is patient. If you would like to become a dragon tamer, you probably are already on your way, then follow me as we take small steps to empower ourselves. Please keep in mind that I too am learning as we go along because each of us is unique and we are all works in progress. So it's a good thing to remember to be kind to yourself and do what you feel is right for you at your own pace. I will post each month with the next part so you have time to experiment with these simple but effective techniques. You will need to take notes so you can map out your progress. Here we go. Most people believe that if only they could solve the problems in their life, all would be wonderful. For some, it's lack of money, lack of time, or lack of communication in their relationships that stand in the way of their happiness. The list is long. For those of us living with chronic illness, it's likely that our issues are being unable to take part in a work we enjoy, a social life, a love life, engaging with our family, or anyone for that matter. It could be being bedbound, homebound, or barely functioning in the outside world. But those are not the real problems. Real problem number one, tunnel vision. We humans have a tendency to focus on the problems that we are called to deal with at any given time. When we do that, it is through the lens of painful emotions that we see our situation, and that makes it seem much worse, much more complicated than it is in reality. Dragon taming step number one, a new perspective. This gives us one of the most powerful means to transform the thought patterns that keep us down when we're feeling low and make it impossible to see what really matters. It is imperative to change our self-defeating inner dialogue in order to have a new, healing, and uplifting perspective on life. So when something upsets you, take a time out to calm down and then ask yourself these questions. Write down your thoughts with as much detail as you can. 1. Will this particular situation be as important in 6 months? Do I know for sure that nothing will have changed? What are the possibilities open to me? 2. How do I create situations that are making me sicker with stress? And in an ideal world, what would I like to do to make things better for myself? Focus on those little steps you can take right now to improve one situation at a time. 3. What makes me special? Don't be modest and write down your qualities, talents, and vulnerabilities. Focus on what makes you, you, and use your inner resources to make peace with yourself, to appreciate all that you are. 4. Ask yourself, what are the things that are going well in other areas of your life, and write them down. Nourish your soul from that well of gratitude residing in your heart, and let your cells feed on its powerful energy. Taming your dragon takes time and some effort. Most of us have quiet time to spare, and the effort needed may simply be to remind ourselves to come back to the present moment, one breath at a time. As you are shifting your thought process, you may feel angry or sad until you find your balance. You may think this is useless. That's okay. Give it a chance anyway, and you'll find that you really can get to a better place. If you experience an aha moment, please share it with us as we go along, or if you have questions, feel free to comment, and perhaps I or someone participating can help out. I will have 9 more steps to share in the following months. I believe they will help you, as they help me, find ways to render your dragon more manageable without having to fight. Just getting through the day is a struggle. We deserve to stop putting our body and ourselves down. Our body is doing the best it can, and it needs our kind, new perspective to help the healing happen. See you on the path of healing and beyond. Just a little side note, the image I chose for this month's blog is from the painting by Donnie Lockridge entitled No Fair. I chose it because it's my favorite of Donnie's work. It speaks to the isolation we so often feel as the world seems to enjoy the things we are unable to do. I wonder where that dragon is hiding.